intensity level, and we didn't go with them, unfortunately. And, it's just disappointing. I don't have any other, words to say. Listen, I'm proud of our team. They played hard. They played hard to the finish. We just didn't play that well. We didn't shoot it well. And obviously we didn't defend well enough. You can't let a team come in and shoot over 50% from the field against us. And I don't know what they shot from the three. 60%.
9 of 15.
Yeah. So, it's just disappointment. But again, we can't feel sorry for ourselves. No one else does. I mean, we've won this league 3 years in a row. You think they want a little bit of payback, and when they see us down a little bit, they're gonna attack and make us pay.
A little bit of pick your poison, as you mentioned. The 3-pointers, you did a great job on Ari McDonald, I thought, for most of the game, and then Kate Reese got loose. So only had 3-pointers coming in on the season, but nailed 3 today and had a great game, 25 points.
Isn't that the way it works sometimes? I mean, you play to the scout, but then after she made one, she started the game down at their place with a made 3-pointer. And, you got to adjust. You got to go out and do a better job defending them. And same with Baptiste, but we didn't tonight. So, I give them the credit. They came in here and that second half, they just raised it another level. I thought we did some good things tonight, but just defensively, we weren't nearly on point like we were at their place.
And rebounding was a big factor. They had a pretty good edge on you for a while. Ends up a little closer, 42-37. And you had the edge on the offensive boards and 14-7 and second chance points. But overall, the boards, they did pretty well, up above what they normally do.
Yeah, well, I look at those offensive boards, yeah, sure, we got 17 of them. But at the same time, when you shoot 32%, there's a lot of missed shots to go get, Terry.
All right, Coach, let you talk with the rest of the media, and we'll talk to you soon, buddy.
All right.
All right, thank you. Head coach Kelly Graves.
All right, we're going to start with James Kreppy of the Oregonian.
Kelly, were you looking for a spark there late in the third and early in the fourth with the 3 big lineup, or were you trying to send a message to your guards, or both?
Little of both. We've been kind of going with a bigger kind of a more power attack, and at times it looked pretty good. And so that allows us to play a longer 3 because it's a non-ball handling position. And, I, at that point, was just trying to figure out anything that might work, So you were down to plan. We'd gone through plan A and plan B, and I was down to plan C. And, at that point, we were kind of looking forward to, the future. What can we do, and how can we make this work?
Eric Scopel, 247 Sports.
I don't want to harp on the 3-point shooting, but I'm going to. Is there a lack of confidence right now with this group, or kind of how do you explain? I know this is a talented shooting group, at 3 for 15 this game, and it hasn't been much better the last couple of weeks.
Nope, it hasn't. That's, and they go 9 for 15. There's the difference in your game right there. There's 18 points from 3-pointers. And we shot exactly the same amount. They go 9 for 15. We go 3 for 15. We lose by 20. That's 18 points. I don't know. I thought for the most part, we had some pretty good shots and have been getting them. I can only, they can only make them in practice, and, and you can just try to get good shots. And I think for the most part, we had pretty good threes, and they're just not going. So, that ends up being a confidence issue, but it's an issue that they themselves have to work through.
Ryan Thorburn, registered guard.
Kelly, who on this team are you looking to from a leadership standpoint? Obviously you lost a lot of great leaders from last year's team, and you've hit a couple bumps here this year with a new cast. Who are you looking to kind of turn into a leader down the stretch?
Again, I think that has to happen organically. I can say you're our leader, but if the rest of the team doesn't see it that way, then so no, I think that's still something that we're really trying to work through. I don't mean to be negative here. I always try to be as positive as possible, but we've got issues, and that's one of them. And we need to find a way so that it's not always coming from the bench. I can't be that guy all the time. It's got to come from them. And until it does, we're going to have outcomes like this. It'll look good some nights and it'll look not so good some nights. But still, we're working through that.
Ron Mosley, go Ducks.
Defense has been a bright spot the last few weeks. What were they doing to break you down in the second half? Was it just an intensity issue?
Yeah, and they're just more athletic than us. Let's face it. I mean, they were more athletic at pretty much every position most of the night. And first half, I thought we had a good game plan and executed it relatively well. But in the second half, you rely on them a lot more. They have to be in sync because they're not in front of you. We can talk them through some stuff in the first half, and we do. We're a loud bench. Second half, it's a little tougher, and we had some breakdowns, and and then they shot it well. They did. I mean, you're just not used to seeing some of those kids make those kind of shots, but it was a little of everything. I mean, it wasn't just one thing.
Jerry Thompson, Ducks Illustrated.
Yeah, Coach, everyone mentioned the 3 points, but I thought, and see if you agree, on the first half, if Erin Boley hits her fadeaways, Sedona hits her turnaround jumpers, there's a number of lay-ins missed. It wasn't just the threes. If you'd have made that, you'd probably been up by 10, half, and be a different game.
Yeah, we're not shooting the ball. One of the best shooting teams in the country over the last several years, and we're just not. And I still feel we have it in us. We're just not shooting it well. And and I don't know. I've got to find a way to get the kids more confident. Again, I can only do what I can do and get them the shots that I think they can make. And for the most part, we are. It's always tough against an athletic team like Arizona, and you just got to give them the credit. They're an experienced team. Ari's a fifth-year senior. Baptiste is a grad transfer. Sam Thomas has been a 4-year starter for them. Pueyo's been in the program 3 years. Pellington's been 3. They've just got experience, and they play hard, and they know who they are and what they do, and and we're just still trying to find our way through it.
Couple more, Coach. James Kirby, the Oregonian.
Oh, I can appreciate that without Chavez and Maddie, it certainly impacts some things in the rotation. But to follow on kind of the shooting issue, it looks like Jazz is having a bit of a challenge in the role that she's playing right now. And Mike's, it looks like the last couple of games has been rushing some of the threes. Boley didn't take any today. Is it the confidence factor, or is it the distribution and where they're getting it and being spot up shooters, or is it just a combination of things that's just kind of snowballing on all this?
It's all of the above. All of the above, James. We're still trying to search. I mean, and I'm not going to use this as an excuse. We got our butts kicked tonight. But the reality is we got kids in and out of the lineup. We've got the COVID thing going. I mean, I wanted to play the game Saturday just so tonight wasn't our first game. I thought we got a lot of the rust out the first night. We got kids limited in practice. I got some important ones, I won't tell you who, aren't practicing every day. And, and now we've got 2 sitting out with COVID. It's been a hodgepodge. And I'm just struggling to get any kind of continuity. And so it's hard. It's just been hard. It's been a challenge, to find exactly what's going to work with the group that we have. And the group that we have from week to week's been different. And, but I'm confident that, we only have 5 league games left. I'm confident that we're going to, find that. And I truly am. And that's all I can do is believe in our group. Look, how about this? I mean, what do we have? 20,000 turnovers at their place tonight? We had 6 tonight. That's a 19,000 improvement. So there were some positives. Our defense just wasn't on point like it was there. We just haven't put it together at both ends. And I think the shooting will help that. So I'm an optimist. I'm also a realist, but I am an optimist by heart. And I truly believe at some point we're going to get this group all together. We're going to get those kids back. We're going to get 13 people at practice every day. And James, we're going to find a way to get it done. You know, we're going to find a way.
Thank you, Coach. I'll do it.
Okay, you guys. Thank you.